I mean, I've watched these films many times, and I really enjoy watching them. I think the biggest point that I wanted to make is that that the road is a form of politics itself. It's not. It doesn't. I think right at the end they had this road, and what they said is, thanks to this road, our army can go up to the border and fight, take help from friends and fight enemies. But it's not that the road facilitates that. The road is that, and I think that's the biggest point I wanted to make. But there's also many other things about these films that I really enjoy. This. On one hand, it has to make this narrative of isolation, right? These roads will end a certain kind of isolation that people have experienced. But then on the other hand, it has to make the opposite claim as well, which is that, oh, but we go up here and we hear Buddhism and we hear Christianity and we hear Sikh, and so you're like, wait, so what you're saying is that this place has already been globalized. And so you find these weird, double things happening constantly, where and I think what I really like about the film is that it really struggles with these problems of how to view what connectivity means, what modernity means, how do we what these consumer objects will do for this place, what it will bring, which is why it constantly has to remind you that, oh, but we're actually preserving tradition, we're not destroying it. So those are I think my thoughts. I have many, and I always think of them when I'm watching the movie.
Thanks, Satya. I mean, it was nice to kind of listen to you introduce the films, and one did get a sense of how much you've kind of been watching, how closely you've been watching the films, actually. Couple of questions, I mean, just to start off the discussion, and then probably we can just take off on a wider discussion with everybody here. But I was just wondering, is the border road a different category from other kinds of roads? Because are we going to kind of, especially in the films that we saw today, is there a way in which you would kind of understand and define the road in the kind of spaces that we saw in these films, especially in the in the last film, which begins in Bombay, and with a set of roads that you're familiar with from the city, and clearly juxtaposes them with another kind of road. So I was wondering if how would you kind of understand it? Is that a qualitatively different object, the border road?
So, hello, is this on? Oh, okay. So, I mean, there's two things, right? On one hand, the border road specifically refers to a kind of geographical condition. Okay, this mountainous territory. But on the other hand, I mean, a mountain is not a border. That so you have this, and the Border Roads Organization, and I think this is actually really important. It isn't just called to build roads in mountains; it's also called to build roads in forests. So I think it really speaks to how the border and the road are both constructed as not just geographical objects. These borders, I mean, I think, of course, there's some sort of historical contingency why it's called the Border Roads Organization and why these particular films deal with mountainous geography. But that's not, I mean, it's not the geography that is the border. And I mean, I was very interested in how different roads do different things. And so these, I mean, you have two roads that are very similar to each other but are built for completely different reasons. One is literally points of, like army points, taking points up to regions where really nobody lives, around Kargil and beyond there. And the other road is a strategic road. There's no military danger in Bhutan and not even at Sikkim, but these roads really are meant to change the political geography of Northeast India. And so I do think that roads are specifically different objects, and they do different things in different places. Again, the road going up to Nathula, I almost feel like that whole road was built to take Nehru there so that he could go to Bhutan. um, and so, yeah, no, I, yeah.